Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the sixth day of FDP organized by V.M.K College, Hungund, Karnataka. I am Dr. S.B. Birdar, Associate Professor of English, SVM College, Irkal, Karnataka. My topic of presentation is online classroom management. Before going to discuss online classroom management, let us see what kind of classrooms we have seen so far and what kind of classrooms we are heading towards. Let us take up the first slide where I have two images. Image number 1, which explains pre-COVID-19, that is a very traditional Indian classroom, and one more image towards the right side of the screen is post-COVID-19, that is online classroom. Traditional classroom is 4 walls having benches, boards, rostrum, teacher, communicating students. But we notice a paradigm shift in post-COVID-19 pandemics, that is online classroom, where teacher is in one location and student is in another location. Distance never matters here. So, changing classrooms after COVID-19 is in fact an advantage to some extent. Well, keeping in view of this background, let's have the objectives of today's session. Objectives of this session are: number 1, challenges of offline classroom management, educating Generation Z, defining online classroom management, and effective online classroom management skills, finally heading towards CMS software and digital classrooms. Well, what are the challenges of classroom management in a traditional pattern? Invariably, we have been talking about size of the class. Some teachers complain that I have overcrowded classrooms. Some very rare subjects like music, Hindi and other subjects, electronics, they complain about undercrowded classrooms. Well, apart from these size of the classrooms, we complain about proper seating arrangements in the classroom, time constraints, overloaded with syllabus, less allocation of time, then high noise levels in the classrooms, then personality clashes in the classroom, different levels of students, IQ of the students, diversity of students, and finally socio-economic constraints. And today we are facing COVID-19 pandemic. Then teaching to pre-Gen Z students is quite comfortable, but educating Z generation is very difficult. And who are Z generation students? Generation Z are born after 1995. This generation is constantly surrounded by technology. They are very comfortable using smartphones, computers, etc. And teaching to Generation Z is very difficult for teachers. Well, this generation needs everything on their fingertips within a few seconds. Old methods cannot be used to educate Generation Z. To keep this generation engaged towards learning, teachers need to find innovative ways using technology. and teaching such students is a challenge for modern teacher. So how can a teacher teach these students? Technology plays a major role in imparting education to this generation. We can teach them very interestingly by using technology. So for that, online classrooms and online classroom management skills are required. Then poor classroom management. Poor classroom management takes place because of the teacher who do not clarify rules, routines, preparation, and the classrooms of this kind create chaotic situation and ineffective. Well, if a student underperforms, and the time is to consider whether poor classroom management is part of the problem, because classroom management is very, very important. So if a student underperforms, then it is maybe poor classroom management. So hence teachers need to clarify rules, routines and preparation. That helps create learning environment. The next question arises, why do we teach? We teach for very simple reason, to fulfill higher objectives of education. And let our students learn to learn. Learning to learn. They should understand. Learning to live. Learning to be better. Then obligation to nation, college, obligation to family, obligation to students, then professional satisfaction and growth, and face challenges of life. We teach them because of these reasons. And what is a classroom management? Classroom management is nothing but organizing the resources, pupils and helpers so that the teaching and the learning can process in an efficient, safe manner. So classroom management key indicators are resources, pupils and helpers. Well, why classroom management is important? In situations like COVID pandemics, we cannot conduct physical transactions, physical teachings in a traditional classroom. And the only solution is to fulfill our objectives of education. The remedy is online classrooms. Well, online classroom management strategies are, number one, we have a model ideal behavior. We need to have ideal model behavior, both for students and teachers. We have students to help establish the guidelines in their mindscapes. We need to document rules. We need to avoid punishing the class, encourage initiative. We have to offer praises to our students. We must use non-verbal communication, and classroom must be buzzing with activities. And in this kind of scenario, how to better our classroom management? We need to be empathetic towards our students. Along with that, we have to be firm against misbehavior. Then assume the best in our students. Praise what and when you can. Let them sweat the small stuff at least. Identify yourself. Forge a class identity, which is very, very important. We need to have an effective plan. If we have an effective plan, we can communicate better. So online learning program must be more interactive. For that, we need to get feedback from our students. They need to discuss. They need to make it more social, encourage peer evaluation. We have to invite learners to contribute. Through these things, we can make classroom more interactive. What are the best classroom management styles? Among them, one is the best, that is authoritative. Authoritative in the sense it is not autocratic. It is the best form of classroom management style because it is the one most closely associated with appropriate student behaviors. We need to appropriate student behavior democratically. We need to be some extent authenticate, authoritative, through which we can handle our students better. Well, what are the active online classroom tips? Use multiple platforms. Then we need to have projects for our students, and we need to bring our students together. For that, Voxer app is the best one, where students can speak back, where students can interact with teachers. That is why Voxer app is a kind of a walkie-talkie a policeman uses, and it is more connective in nature. And teachers in online classrooms have to incorporate multimedia, mobiles, find connections outside of class. Well, next question arises before us is, what would be the duration of online classes? The length of online classes depends on the programs and the courses we offer to our students. If the course is a little bit more, we need more online classes. So the duration depends on the course and program we offer to our students. And in effective online classroom management, 3 F's are very, very important. F number 1 is firmness. F number 2 is fairness. F number 3 is friendly. So firmness implies strength, organization, resilience, and leadership rather than rigidity. So firm in delivering our material, firm in handling our students, firm in understanding our students, and fairness implies equal respect for all kinds of learners and learning styles. Finally, friendly in encouraging and confidence building. Well, effective classroom management, I have a slide here showing that various classrooms are projected here, and in these classrooms I have listed as BSc, BA, BCom, likewise. So degree is teacher-centered nature in these kind of online classes. Give more opportunities to students, implement daily tasks, activity-oriented classrooms, and submission of assignments on proper time. These are proper effective classroom management tools. And I have a table here. In this table we have mode, participant, live, online categories, and here there are various modes of communication like one-to-one communication, one-to-many communication, many-to-many communication. In these things we have online chat, email, and streaming audio, streaming video, online chats, bulletin boards, a mailing box, blogs, etc. These things, these tools, online tools help our teachers a lot. Here participants may be one-to-one like teacher student, and that is why in a way COVID-19 pandemics is a boon for all teachers, because we can have a keen monitorizing of the students individually. We can concentrate on each student's audio and their video unmuted, and through which we can understand our students and their proper behavior in the online classroom. And finally I come to CMS software, which is very, very important to the modern teacher. What is this CMS software? CMS is nothing but classroom management system. Many companies have developed CMS software, and after this slide I am going to give you some of the best CMS softwares. And before that, how this CMS software helps us? CMS software helps us in educating the students in an advanced manner, and you know that we are discussing all these issues for our generation Z. This generation, which is born after 1995, is very fast in using technology. So we need to update ourselves to address these students. Then teachers and administrators and policy makers are very much inclined towards these softwares. And apart from that, even it helps to teachers. And once you open CMS software, you come across various portals: teacher portal, student portal, parents portal, through which you can interact with all these stakeholders. And finally, parents can also communicate, discuss with the teachers. And for all this, we the teachers, modern teachers, stay updated with the technology, and we need to learn lot many things. Well, creating better learning experience through CMS software. At the left hand side of the screen, we have number of CMS softwares like Land School, CS Dozo, Dino, Hero, Cascraft, etc. These are the paid softwares through which you can have this classroom management system. And at the right hand side of your slide, you come across some 6 to 7 softwares. They are all free. You can download on your mobile or computers, through which you can manage your classroom. View-on, Google Classroom, Kaku, Bubble, My Vision, free. These are all free CMS softwares through which you can make more meaningful interactions with our students. Finally, heading towards digital classrooms. In post-COVID-19 situation, even UGC recommended 25% online teaching. On the basis of all these things, these are going to be the very crucial factors, crucial gadgets through which we can communicate to our students, like online learning, virtual realities, computers, laptops, mobiles, e-books, and open educational resources, and professional learning. So various platforms, social media platforms, they all help us to understand knowledge better, and this knowledge can be transmitted to students effectively by using these gadgets. In the context of all these things, we come across the role of teachers, and on the basis of the role of teachers, we come across various types of teachers. There are innumerable types of teachers. We categorize them like mediocre teacher and good teacher, superior teacher, great teacher. Well, mediocre teacher tells, a good teacher explains, superior teacher demonstrates, great teacher inspires. I added one more category of teacher, that is digital teacher, who succeeds. So digital teacher should have the qualities of great teacher as well, because he needs to inspire his students. And a combination of a great teacher and a digital teacher help a lot in online classroom management. So let us be a great teacher and a digital teacher together to reach our students. Well, delegates and teacher friends, here so far I have communicated so many things about going digital, virtual classrooms, 3 F's to address Generation Z. I hope all this information, all these inputs help you to become more modern by using ICT in our online classrooms. Thank you for patient listening. Any doubts and clarification you would like to have, You can share all those things through text message in the Telegram or WhatsApp groups, so that we can take up all those questions and come to some clarifications on this online classroom management by using various platforms and tools. Thank you so much. At the end, once again, I thank all the organizers, Principal Professor Mart Madam, IQAC and convener of this program, Dr. Hungund, and all the teacher fraternity of V.M.K College, who have taken a lot of pains to organize this FDP. Thank you once again for inviting me and offering me to share my ideas in this FDP. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead.